Hey, yesterday there was a bit of a hum on the video, and I don't. Maybe my camera's failing. I don't know. I cleaned it a little, and maybe the air conditioning was going. I don't know where that came from, but if it gets worse, I may have to pause while I get another camera. So that's yeah. No, I should have had my hat off. Explain it. That was not fiction. Hat goes back on. All right. Raph said to Johnny, the reason I think you should wait until Wednesday to go to the technical school, is because it's supposed to rain Wednesday, and tomorrow I think I have something that you would enjoy better now that you wouldn't want to do on Wednesday. Another thing, Wednesday, that's when things really begin to pick up in this town. Monday and Tuesday tend to be pretty quiet, but for the rest of the week, they get pretty lively. So I think you ought to wait. But before I tell you, well, no, first let me ask you, do you play golf? And at that, Johnny let up. He said, boy, do I ever play golf. I suspected so, said Raph. I don't know, you just look like a golfer. And there's a golf course near here. It's not in Erstring. It's about 5 miles away. But I could recommend it. Now, there's some really different things about this golf course. Let me first ask you, or next ask you, have you ever heard of FFF? Do you know what FFF stands for? And Janny said, no, I don't think so. Well, Raph said, it stands for fossil fuel free. FFF, fossil fuel free. Down there by the water wheel, it's a fossil fuel free area, which you may find hard to believe when you go down there and look. But as much of this town as possible tries to be fossil fuel free. Of course, it comes with a great awakening and change. Well, you could have a fossil fuel free golf experience, starting from your hotel room. If there's a way to get there without even using a car, and you wouldn't have to walk. The train that you've seen now, it used to have a spur that went off in that direction out to where that golf course is, because the top of that hill, it's Sadler's Hill is where the golf course is. It had been mined for iron ore, and after it was reclaimed, they smoothed it all and made a golf course out of it. A very good idea, I think. Well, anyway, the spur went there, and now it's been revived into a path for people to walk. But more important, you can take a buggy ride to your golf course. You see, that's fossil fuel free. I know, I could guarantee you that if he's free, Mervin would love to take you out there, because his home place, where he lives, is very near there. And while you're playing golf, he could go visit go back to his home during the day. Usually anymore, he's down in Roaring Spring with his cart. So anyway, you could do that. And then once you get there, now, it could still be fossil fuel free if you're willing to walk and carry your own golf clubs. Or you can hire a caddy. You can find a caddy that would carry your clubs for you. And I don't, you look pretty fit. I think you could maybe do that. Be like a traditional experience, you know. But another thing, it's a 16-hole golf course. Do you ever hear of that 16-hole golf course? I know you think they're always 18, aren't they? Well, that one's 16. But of the 16 holes, you can only play 8 on any given day. And, you know, Janny said, well, why is that? I'm pretty fit. I think I can do this. Jeff said, because of the sheep. You don't want to be killing sheep with flying golf balls. They put the sheep on there half the golf course any given day, and graze them. And so you can only play on half of it. Where the sheep aren't, that's where you can golf. wow. Said Janny, you mean you go the old way? And I said, yeah, we believe in FFF. Now, if you don't want to, they have golf carts out there that you can rent. What about clubs? Said Janny, I'm left-handed. And Raph said, I noticed that. No, you can rent golf clubs there, and they've got left-handed clubs too. I'm not a golfer, said Raph, but I know about this. So you could have a lovely day Tuesday, and I don't know, maybe your friend Scott, I don't know, does he golf? And Janny said, yeah, he golfs. He's not as good as me, but he golfs. Well, anyway, that's my suggestion, said Raph. Save the poly for Wednesday, because you're going to want the whole day there. In a way, it's not like our Louvre, as in Paris, but there's a lot of stuff going on in that building. So Janny said, well, I'll take your advice. I'll talk to Scott about it. Maybe he'll go along. And then, of course, Raph will bring you back. And the whole thing will have been an FFF experience. Oh, and one other thing. Today, I expect you're going to go back to your hotel. You're going to go past the water wheel. Well, there's a lot of stuff you didn't notice when you walked by it. And when you get down there, you're going to really wonder how that can be an FFF area, fossil fuel free area. You're going to be asking your question, how can they have hot water, so much hot water down there, if it's fossil fuel free? This isn't a hot spring, oh no. And I'm not going to tell you, because you apparently like to figure things out, and I'm going to let you be thinking about that. How can that area be fossil fuel free? Okay, so Janny got ready to leave, and he paid for their bill and went out. But there was Nell in the middle of a pounce game, a hand to pound, and she glanced up and said, "You ready to go, Janny? Just a minute." Her hands were flying and stuff. Just let me finish this. And before very long, she slaps her hand down and says, "Pounce." Pounce. And then she got up and said, "That was fun, girls. Maybe we can play again sometime." And on they headed to their rendezvous at the parking lot at noon with their friends. Bye for now.